Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Slice of Shonen. I'm your host, The Cloudy Crow, and today we'll be reacting to more Madoka Magica. Now last time we uploaded all of the first 4 episodes together, and today we will be continuing that by reacting to episode 5 and episode 6. So after this, we should be about halfway into the series, I believe. So, in the last episode, this may be a bit longer of a recap just because I have to summarize all 4 episodes, but anyways, in the last episode, we met our main character, Madoka, and her best friend Sayaka, who soon became a main character as well, or a more important character I should say, because both of them ended up getting wrapped up into this magical girl situation, and pretty much how they got wrapped up was they were just, living their everyday lives. I believe they were at a mall or something, I'm not entirely sure, but they ended up getting called to telepathically by someone, and so they followed the voice and they ended up finding this creature named Kyubey, who is being attacked by another new transfer student known as Akemi. So after saving Kyubey, he pretty much gives them the offer to become a magical girl. And what you get for becoming a magical girl is you get a bunch of cool powers, and you also get one wish of your choice, and it can be pretty much anything. But in return, you have to work as a magical girl, which is a lot more difficult than it may seem. And that was shown to us pretty clearly by Mami, who was a veteran magical girl. She was pretty much showing us the ropes, what it's like to be a magical girl, and the responsibilities that you have to take care of as a magical girl. She fit into the group very well, but our new friendship soon came to an end because she showed us the harsh reality of what it's like to be a magical girl, and it's the fact that these witches, they don't play. You have to stay on your toes. She ended up getting caught completely off guard by a witch and killed brutally in front of Madoka and Sayaka. And so after that, Madoka and Sayaka still had that offer to become magical girls, but it was a lot more difficult to accept it, knowing how dangerous it is. And eventually Sayaka ended up accepting it because she wanted to use her wish to help her friend who got into this critical accident where I believe his arms are paralyzed, and he had a crazy passion for music, and so the fact that he can never use his arms again pretty much ruins his career. He doesn't even know what he wants to do with the rest of his life, and so Sayaka wanted to use her wish to save him, at least I believe. And so she became one, but Madoka still hasn't decided yet. And now before we end this, there's also a little bit more context about Akemi. Akemi is a veteran magical girl as well. The only difference between her and Mami is the fact that she doesn't seem too fond of the idea of recruiting new magical girls, and she hasn't said explicitly why yet. But I believe it's because she knows how much of a sacrifice it is to become a magical girl. How much you have to change your life. You can't be a normal girl anymore. You have to throw your life away pretty much and dedicate it to hunting these witches. And on top of that, she knows that it also endangers everyone around you. And so she doesn't want them to have to go through that. That's my belief. And so that's why she tried to stop them. But she doesn't seem like that bad of a person. Now that all of that is over, it is time to finally get into the episodes. If you guys are excited for the episodes, make sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts on the episode down below, and subscribe. For more Slice Shonen content, make sure to check out the Cloud Crowd Discord, link will be in the description, and also consider supporting me and my channel through Patreon for as low as $2. All $2 patrons and up will be getting these episodes before anyone else, so if you want to be the first in line to check out Madoka Magica, Katana Gatari, Fate, the Monogatari series, and Nisei Monogatari is coming back soon. If you want to be the first in line for those, then that'll be the way to do so. But anyways, with that all out of the way, let's get right into this episode. Alright, so as you guys know, this is the part of the video where you guys will either grab your source videos to follow along. We also have a source video linked in the description. It'll be the first link that you see, so you can grab that, open it up, and follow along with me. Or you can click the mega link or the Google Drive link, which will both be in the description as well, if you want the full reaction with the anime in the corner and everything. So, now that that's out of the way, let's get into this. Episode 5, I Will Never Regret It, is the name of the episode. She'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Where are we right now? Let's see. Is that Sayaka? Oh, this must be her forming the contract. Here it comes. I remember her outfit was kind of clean too. Not gonna lie to you. And she had like a rapier. This is her destiny. Alright, and that's the beginning of it all. I still, like, it just hit me right now thinking about it, but I can't believe that mommy's already gone, dude. And the fact that she died so brutally. She died on episode 3, man. We only knew her for like 2.5 episodes. It's so crazy, dude. But I guess like this anime is supposed to be like somewhat of a parody of your typical magical girl anime, one that's supposed to be geared more towards boys instead of girls because they made it more of a like shonen aspect to it. And I guess with that parody aspect, we have like the magical girls are a lot more like greedy, if that makes any sense. Normally when you think about them, you know, they are protecting the world from these witches for the good of the world so that they can save all the people that live in it. But in this anime, it seems like they're doing it more so that they can make a profit. Oh, that reminds me. There's also another magical girl who has her eyes on this territory now that mommy's gone. And she might be one of those characters that are clearly in it for the profit. She knows she can make a lot from this town, so she's trying to take over. And this is their third friend. I wonder if she's gonna get involved eventually. Collective hallucination. Hmm. And there's a Kami. Oh yeah, also, I do remember you guys told me in the comments her actual name is Homura, but I'm just gonna call her by whatever everyone else calls her by, so that it'll be easier to remember. Oh no no no. Okay. Alright. For a second I thought she was leaning more towards cockiness, but I guess it was just confidence in the end. Mm-hmm. So she could save mommy. What's that? She talking about the boy? Oh, is she gonna meet up? Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh man. Dude, Sayaka's awesome. Like, she used her wish to help someone else. That's so crazy. Especially when you could get anything. She decided to use it to save him. Oh, snap! Yo, that's so sick! Is that his family? Hey, respect. Is he gonna play it? Man, that's so sick, dude. Man, that's so wholesome. Is her nail glowing? It looked like there was a glowing blue symbol on it. Oh, and here she is. Dang. Hmm. Oh, true. It's not just Sayaka. It's her and Akemi. Oh, what? Extreme irregularity. She has to be talking about. He has to be talking about Akemi, right? Unless there's another that we haven't heard about. Dang. Oh, okay. So she had a symbol on her nail too. You know, I'm not saying what Akemi thinks is right, but I think everyone needs a friend like this. A friend that can be brutally honest with them. Hmm. See, I feel like that's not necessarily true for everyone, but she must have lost a lot to think so horribly of being a magical girl. Dude, it definitely seems like Akemi is like once we find out about like her past maybe and why she really doesn't like the idea of bringing more people into becoming magical girls, dude, that's when like I feel like our love for her character is going to skyrocket. Although I already really like her. Yeah. It's no surprise that she's scared. Man, that takes like a whole nother level of self-awareness to like so clearly realize your flaws. Hmm. It's not too late. What the heck? Why are these cars driving in pairs? That seems so suspicious. And here it is. First day on the job. And here we go to Weirdo Land again. It's raining crayons. I imagine like this is the inside of a like toddler's mind. Is that the witch that was making that sound? I thought it was a baby. Here she is. Dang, man. Dude! She's so sick. Oh! Hey, you're trying to steal our kill. Dang. She doesn't care. What? Oh, she's actually the worst. Man. This is the true nature of the magical girls. Or at least most of them. See, and this is the complete opposite of what you'd imagine a magical girl to be. Hmm. Oh my god! Her weapon is insane! She can break it up to make it more like a chain, and it also looks like she can extend the length of it. Oh! So her wish plays a part in her powers. Oh, it seems like that triggered her. Dang. She's fending her off a bit better than before, though. Dang, man. Oh? Oh! What in the world? She stopped it with the tip of her blade, bro. That's insane. Man, she is not going down without a fight. Yeah, this is so crazy. Oh. It's now or never, Madoka. Akemi was watching. Oh, snap! It's time! It's time! She messed up, bro. She's not ready for Akemi. I don't think anyone is. Oh, dude! See, this is why. This is why I'm so glad we're reacting to a double episode, because that would have been a massive cliffhanger, dude. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess we'll just jump right into the next episode. But before we do that, I just wanted to point out just how crazy it is. Like, seeing how much this anime contrasts with the typical idea of what a magical girl should be. Because normally, like, these guys, they're all fighting, well, they should be fighting the witches to save the world. But clearly, Sayaka wants to do that, and this new girl doesn't. She actually said that this was only a familiar. It wasn't an actual witch yet. It has to kill 4 or 5 people to become an actual witch. So once it does that, then come call me. And it's like, holy. So instead of caring at all about the people, she only cares about the profit. To the extent that she'd let this witch go around, slaughter innocent people just so that she can get a bigger bag, take home a bigger wad of cash. That's so crazy. Man. Alright, well. Wait, is this a preview? I guess kinda. I like this drawing. This is definitely wrong. Alright, let's head into episode 6, shall we? Alright, so here we are with episode 6. All the links will be in the description for all the different episodes. Yeah. Alright, so here we are with episode 6. All of the links will be in the description to the source video, Megalink, Google Drive. Well, if you're watching Megalink or Google Drive, you're probably already there right now. So let's just start this episode in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. Here's Akemi. The irregular. She's not your average magical girl. Dude, I really want her to handle this new girl. Homura. Okay. I'll call her Homura then. As long as they're calling her Homura. I just don't want to call her Homura when everyone's calling her Akemi, because that might be confusing. Okay. It's better she doesn't keep fighting. Because she was almost killed back there. Oh! Dang. Look at her, absolutely fearless. Yeah, better back off. She did not want any part of Akemi. Homura. She did not want any part of Homura. Hmm. Said she's not gonna hold back, so whatever that means, guess we're about to find out. Hopefully in this episode. But man, I still can't get over that, dude. That's so crazy. She was like, no, wait, hold on. We're not gonna take this thing out right now. Let it kill 4 or 5 more people. Then we'll take it out. Once the prize is worth it. Like, holy crap. Dude, just. That's so crazy. Because this is like the complete opposite of what you'd expect a magical girl anime to be like. They're, of course, like. They're always the kind of people that are in there for saving the world. And she could care less, dude. Man. And if she's doing it, just imagine how many other magical girls are doing the same thing. Just letting witches roam freely, slaughtering people until they become strong enough to where the prize to take them out is worth it. That's crazy. Imagine like, oh man, imagine like in the time when the world had like, bounties on people's heads for committing crimes, like whether it was killing or stealing, and the like police or enforcement, whatever, did not care at all about stopping them unless they killed a certain number of people or stole a certain amount of money. Like, that's so crazy. What the heck? Did Kyubei's back just open? That was weird. I agree. Man, so it actually rewards you for being greedy too. Hmm. Well, maybe she'll just get stronger with time. He knows. If Madoka ever became a magical girl, she'd be a beast. He really wants Madoka on his side. Oh, snap! Okay, she's getting in some DDR. And she's killing it too. And here's a Kemi. Oh! Is she leaving? Dude, she is still killing it right now. And she's right into the next song. I like how she's dancing to the opening too. A new friendship, perhaps? Or I wouldn't say friendship, more like alliance. I don't know. I'm kind of with Sayaka here. I don't know if I could ever be cool with someone like that. There we go. I respect that, man. And I think it's a lot easier for Madoka to think that you can be friends with them while being like outside of this actual situation. If she was a magical girl, then I don't know. I don't know if she'd still think the same. Like, she willingly let that familiar go that she knows is going to kill someone just so that she could get a bigger reward out of it. Like, I don't know how Madoka can think you can be friends with someone like that. And even if you do become friends, like, I could never feel comfortable around someone that's willing to do something like that. Wait, hold up. That's kind of cool. Did she warm up a bath from bed? That's kind of sick. That is true. Oh my gosh, that is what I'm saying. Hmm. Hmm. This advice that she gave is interesting, but now I'm wondering how she's going to put that into action. Is he gone? Oh man, I have a bad feeling. Oh man. I was not expecting this. I thought something bad was gonna happen to him. But this might be even worse. I don't know. I feel like satisfaction can come from using it on someone else. Okay, she's actually sick. I don't know who could think of something like that. She's clearly taunting her though. But I think that'd get to anyone. Yeah, she's clearly trying to, like, she has something planned. It seems like she's trying to bait her into something. See, I don't know why. I know it's a tough decision, but you're too far in right now, Madoka. If you care at all about Sayaka, then you're gonna keep getting involved in this magical girl situation. And as long as you're in here, if you're not like a magical girl yourself, then there's really nothing you can do to protect Sayaka or even help her in this situation. Like right now they're about to fight, and what can you do unless you're a magical girl to stop them? Oh, that is true. Dang, that's plenty of time. Oh my god! Oh, dude. Yeah, oh my god, that was so dumb. Exactly. That contains like her soul, right? Dude, what? Why? Oh my god, Madoka. I could have swore mommy told us how important those little soul gems are. And Akemi even told her that that decision was irreversible. Throwing that soul thing was such a dumb idea. You did this to her! Really? So once they make that contract, their existence is pretty much confined within that thing. Dang. Man. So he was just doing what was best for you to get the job done, not necessarily best for you. God, Madoka. Dude, oh my gosh, dude. That's why earlier into the episode I said that the mom's advice was interesting, but I never said whether I necessarily agreed or disagreed with it because I don't know, dude. That's pretty bad advice. I mean, I don't know. I was trying to think, like, okay, she's saying this, and she might be right, but what could Madoka do that falls in line with the advice that she was given that would actually help Sayaka? And this was the worst possible thing she could have done. Like, holy. Like, even if I didn't know, like, even I knew that! I'm not even in the anime, and I know how important these soul things are, dude. Clearly, like, everything it means to be a magical girl depends on their soul gems. And so I know separating that from the person, like, is a terrible idea. Oh my gosh, that was pretty much like ripping her heart out. Except for the fact that you could, put it back in and it'd be perfectly fine. But oh my gosh. Hmm. Alright, so that was the end of episode 6. And man, I don't know, dude. Right now, I'd say. I'd say my favorite character. Okay. This is actually pretty interesting. Alright. Favorite character appearance wise is the new girl we just met. I think she looks really cool. My favorite character overall, like just character development, I think is Homura. I think she's a really just solid, like, fantastic character. And then I think the most relatable character to me is probably Sayaka. Like, I can understand where she's coming from very well, and I agree with a lot of the things that she agrees with. Now, the only difference, now I'm not in that actual situation, so I don't know how I'd react, but I'm not really like confrontational or like aggressive kind of person. I don't know, if I were to bump into someone like her while I was outside of, I don't know, some girl I like's house, and she was saying stuff like, well, if you really want to get with someone, you have these magical powers now, so you could always just like break their arms and legs, and then what are they gonna do? For me, if someone were to say something like that, I'd just like, I wouldn't take it too seriously. Like, I guess she does care a lot about this guy, but I think I could clearly see that she's trying to bait me. Because, like, why else would she be here? It's not like it's a coincidence that we bumped into each other. She came here looking for me, trying to get something out of me. And so I think I'd be smart enough to know not to give it to her. But I guess when you're in that situation, when she's talking about someone you care about so much that horribly, then, of course, that can get to you. So I can understand very well where Sayaka's coming from. Now, Madoka. I don't know. I feel like later on into the series I may come to like her a lot more, but right now I am not a big fan of her. I don't agree with a lot of the ways that she thinks. I think she's like, even though Sayaka is the kind of person that, you know, wants to do what's right and she wants to fight to save the people and not fight for herself, like, even though that is somewhat of a naive way to think about this, I feel like Madoka's even more naive, thinking that someone you clearly, like, fundamentally disagree with, you can be friends with. I don't know about that. That'd be like, you know, me being a police officer and I've, like, sworn my duty to protect the city from, like, you know, robbers and killers and stuff, but I'm best friends with a serial killer. Like, I don't know how she could expect anyone to do that. Like, if you fundamentally don't agree with how someone goes about their life or how they treat other people, I don't know. I don't think you can really expect them to be friends, or just easily look past that and be like, you know what, we work in the same building together, I guess we could be friends, even though, you know, behind closed doors, like, they punch kittens or something. Like, I don't know. I don't agree with that. On top of that, I don't agree with her decision to throw Sayaka's soul gem. That, oh man, I'm not even in the anime and I know that was a terrible idea. And then the fact that after she did that, she was like, Kyubey, save her, someone do something. It's like, dude, you just made such a drastic, almost fatal decision, and you can't expect everyone around you to come and clean up your mess. Like, you did this. You knew just how important this soul gem thing was, and you threw it thinking it was the right thing to do. And then when the consequences came rolling in, she was like a deer in headlights. She was looking left and right for someone to help her. And we know, we've been told multiple times by Akemi, that Sayaka's decision was, like, permanent. There is no way she can go back to being a normal person after that. So by throwing her soul gem, I don't know, did she expect, like, the soul gem to just contain her powers, and by throwing it she'd be a normal girl again? Because Akemi told us, like, this decision is irreversible, so that doesn't work. And then on top of that, Mommy told us how important this soul gem is, how it's pretty much, like, vital to every magical girl. So just, like, getting rid of it all willy-nilly clearly isn't gonna bode well. I don't know. Right now, I cannot, I don't like Madoka right now. I really don't. But don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that she's a bad character. I think having her in this anime is actually really good for the story. It makes it interesting, because if we just had characters that were predictable, then it wouldn't be fun to watch. You already know what they're gonna do. And so in that sense, Madoka's kind of a wild card. I personally can't, like, wrap my head around how her brain works or how she can believe some of the things that she does believe in. So it makes it interesting. And I think she is a very good character to have in this story. However, I don't really like her character. I think it's important to the story. It's just not my cup of tea. But anyways, that is going to be the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching through the video. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment your thoughts on the episode down below and subscribe. For more Slice Shonen content, make sure to check out the Cloud Crowd Discord, link will be in the description, and also consider supporting me and my channel through Patreon for as low as $2. But with that, I'm going to head out, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a good one.